Yo, yo, yo. This your boy. Yo, this your boy Shaman Truth here, just bringing y'all another video. I did promise myself that I was gonna get back on here because got some downloads when I think it was when I was traveling. I went somewhere. I had tapped into some shit, and I went somewhere, fam. I ain't even gonna cap. And they gave me some downloads after I was going there. If you know what I'm saying. I'm learning how to like travel. If you know what I'm saying. Not even travel physically, but like traveling through the dimensions. And I went somewhere and they gave me some downloads after I got back. That makes sense. But they was telling me in the Great Mother, all to do with the Great Mother, because if it wasn't for that divine connection with the Great Mother, I mean, I wouldn't be getting none of this shit. So I always pay my respects to the Great Mother. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the divine matriarchy. But you're only gonna get respect from individuals if you remain cutthroat and unapologetic. You know, staying true to yourself. Not People do not respect people that's being too nice, too loving. They tend to, excuse me, they tend to take that as a weakness and they try to pick on you. They try to like feed off you. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to have jobs. I used to just be loving and unapologetic and just supportive over individuals that don't even support themselves, and they end up shitting on that for some reason. I don't know. People are weird. 222 and that type of people are just weird. They don't love themselves like that. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna just have to be primal in ways where you just staying true and cutthroat, meaning like I ain't taking nobody's toxicity. I'm not taking nobody's shit, and you have to stand on it. Cannot be out here on the fence with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you can't do that. I'm gonna have to give you an example, like an experience, like I this old job I had in the past. Like I was a very loving individual there, right? And then I noticed that people were just acting weird and shit. Cause I mean, they noticed that I got a lot of love, and they was like hating on it and shit. And I can tell they would literally try to bully me, like put situations in front of me to make me react hella hard and shit. And I really couldn't understand it, you know, going through it all. But I knew why. They was like they were trying to get me out of character. They was trying to make me look like somebody I'm not. And when I found that out, I turned the ante up. I turned the gears on. So what I would do was I would come in there with certain spiritual tools. You know what I'm saying? I would come in there with, hey, you already know. Much love, Aphrodite. Much love, peace. You already know. I had some people earlier, you know, going through some things that I got downloads on, staying true to yourself and being cutthroat. So you know I had to come back and thank you for the song. I'm gonna post it on one of my. It's either gonna be on one of my EPs or singles, and I'm gonna split it with you. I'm gonna split the profits because I just love giving back. So I'm gonna email you the link from my distribution so you can get 50% of that song. You know what I'm saying? Because I do want to support you. Now I know you don't need the money, but that's just what I do. That's just what I do with the love that I got in a support. Because eventually you gonna wish you got that check in because you don't know what that song gonna do. You feel me? So yeah, you don't know how that song gonna come about. You feel me? So that's just how I do it. I like cutting a check because I just I do it for the fun, but then again I do know that it's like quote unquote a business, and I just like if I'm real cool with you, I'm gonna split that bitch. That's just how I do it. That's just how I do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm back over here because some individuals get issues with like motherfuckers thinking they testing them and shit. You know what I'm saying? People be testing individuals. Oh yeah, that's what's up. I like that. I like that. You must have went off the flow. You didn't write that shit. That's what's up. That's what I do. I don't be writing shit. I don't be writing shit. I just get in that bitch. Sometimes I'll get in my poetic form. I'll just write a whole poem, and then I'll get in the stew. I'm giving out secrets of how I do it sometimes. Like to get me in the creative flow, I would literally just write a poem. It ain't even about shit. Just to let myself know that I can create off the strength like that. I'll just do a free write poem. And then it gets me back on the floor. Yeah, but I'm gonna get that bitch out. I'm gonna get that bitch out. I was riding with that shit. But yeah, some individuals getting a hard time with people. Oh yeah, you sure need to go live. I sure seen that picture. On that collab. It's like go live together. We could definitely do a live together. We just gotta set it up, if you know what I'm saying. We can probably do it tomorrow or whenever you're available, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how life is. Everybody got shit. But yeah, I literally got a download telling me about like certain individuals having hard times enforcing strong boundaries, you know. So that's why they got me back on here, because it's like I see it because I went through some shit. My old job, I had to literally show these niggas I'm cutthroat, and then when I showed them I was cutthroat, they got me out of there. They literally, but that was just the divine plan for me to get out. But once I upped the ante on my spiritual protection, on enforcing strong boundaries, they all was scared of me. I'm talking about the government can't fuck with you if you just be cutthroat. Nobody can fuck with you because there's certain primordial energies that is around you waiting for you to enforce things so they can be around you. Because if you're not protecting your energy enough for the divine to come in and sweep the shit, you're having a hard time. Hello. Pretty good. How are you? That's good to hear. Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time. Like me, I was just too loving to the wrong people. It happens.
It was better out here than it did yesterday.
Hey, Sharon, they brought the clouds out, but you ain't lying. It was hot. I'm sweating like a mug just
like
walking.
80% humidity or something.
Yeah.
Like that before. I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah, it's definitely a big switch from yesterday. Yeah.
Yes, it started like around 11:32 today.
Yeah, you ain't lying. But yeah, like I had to enforce it. So literally, this was going to happen. If people know you're like loving and you mind your business, they're going to test you. But in order to like counteract that, you do have to be fierce and unapologetic. Like I come in there, like I used to come in with a mask. I used to come in shit like, I ain't here for play. And I didn't talk to nobody. They scared. They say, what's wrong with you? You being awful, not yourself. I'm like, no, y'all ain't shit. I peeped the energy. They ain't shit. Like people gonna be trying to mess with you because yep. I try to always tell you that too, you know what I'm saying? You gotta leave that motherfucking job you in. And just, the thing is that, you have to work on certain things, like work on your qualities and just keep building confidence to get the fuck up out of there. Cause I know how I get. I didn't have the confidence to leave, but the great mother was like, nah, she sucked me out of there. It's you're either gonna get pulled out through the divine or you're gonna have to do it yourself, and they're gonna make it hard. They're gonna rip the rug out of your heart so you get a better understanding of why it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like with my job, they literally made it look like I was a bad guy because I was enforcing strong boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like people hate that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is obvious. Like people hate when you enforce strong boundaries. So I'm trying to teach people like sometimes you do have to tap into your shadow self. You know what I'm saying? Let them run away from that side of me. That get gritty. I got a gritty side to me if you don't know about my eyes. Like I try to not show that side, but I do have that. I'm a nigga. Let's keep it a stack. Even though female like you, I'm not gonna say you a man, but you have that nigga energy. Like we're primal motherfucker, we're monsters. That's what I mean by that nigga energy. Like, but you do have to turn that on because that's why they throw religion at us, because it turns off that primordial energy. They can't fuck with you when you turn the switch on. I'm letting you know. And then that's when you start to bring in your primordial connections. Yeah, you already know that lion look. I know what you meant. Literally, like I be out here cutthroat. Like, look, I come in with my shit. I really don't like flaunting this around because it's very powerful. I don't want nobody like peeping. I don't want nobody, what I'm saying, checking it out. But it's some powerful primal shit that I deal with. It definitely does a difference. You know what I'm saying? It definitely does a difference. But you just have to keep that switch on because not everybody deserves that love inside of you. I'm going to be honest. I can't do a video how I made it because the enemy. I can tell you a little bit. If you want me to make you one or some shit, I got you. But I can't just give off that. There's too many enemies out here that be trying to peep game. There's too many enemies out here. You feel me? We got the enemy out here. Yeah, I could make you one. These do cost now. I ain't even going. Not to say you gotta pay for it, cause but if you want to support, but yeah, I can't just give off the secrets like that, because I do a lot of shit with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I would put my hand over them because I can feel energy, and there'll be a lot of energy coming from my shit. Don't let nobody tell you that your creativity, your art don't work, cause nigga, I'll put my hand over this shit. Appreciate that. But yeah, I can whip something up for you. But like shit like this, like showing people that you're not the one to be played with. You gotta let people know. You know what I mean? If you're at jobs and you feel like people picking on you, it's because they ain't seen that evil side of you. You do gotta have like a. You don't just go over here like being evil, like I'm evil, like dark evil. But you do gotta be evil towards what they're used to. You're used to you be unloving and submissive. Sometimes you gotta be enforcing. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta enforce these boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a job I had back in the past with this narcissist. I didn't know he was a narcissist at the time, but he would try to steal my ideas. He'd try to hack my mind. Once I found that out, I cut him out. I wouldn't even look at him in the eyes. Only time I would say something to him if it was about work. And I chewed him out and ratted him out in front of everybody. Like, yeah, bro, you did black magic on me, bro. You don't think I know? It was my last day there. And now he's facing his karma and shit. But if it was not for me to enforce strong boundaries, I would not have, got my closure in that situation. Meaning he wouldn't have got his karma if I didn't wake up to what was going on and enforce that shit, because he would never tell me he was doing that shit. I had to pick up on my intuition. You know what I'm saying? And I enforced it to the point where he would make people turn against me. He would make people watch me in like a hawk. And I knew it was a part of me being strong in my power. I knew it would come with that. You know what I'm saying? I knew it would come with people lashing out on me because they didn't like that side of me. They were scared of me. They were scared of me. I would be around people and I cuss their ass out. They had to see that side. I thought it was doing too much, but nah, I had to do that. Oh, that's what's up. That's a little fierce right there. Ain't nothing wrong with it though, cause you do gotta enforce your authority on motherfuckers, and that's another thing. You gotta enforce your authority. There's some people that I had to pull out the spiritual sword on. I don't really like talking about it because I don't like flaunting on my power like that. But I do got the ability to put a nigga on their ass. I don't like talking like that though, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't you know what I mean? But I got it in me. I can, if I have to hex a nigga for doing some shit on me, just know I can whip some shit up. You know what I mean? That's why I always tell people, you better chill out in these comments, nigga, because I'm ordained to use certain energies on certain people if they infringe upon me. So, you know what I'm saying? But you can't be afraid to pull out your sword on individuals. Because sometimes you're going to need it. Sometimes you're going to need that sword. Like, like with my mom she's been doing magic on me I don't even think she's my mom because she don't act like a mom towards me. She act like somebody that's like a parasite, like trying to find out what I'm doing, tries to stop it, tries to judge me, tries to control my life and micromanagement. Micromanage it doesn't sound like a mom to me. So I'm thinking I was like secretly adopted or something, just because she's only like that with me. She's only trying to stop me, but I had to be cutthroat about her. She would message me here and there, try to get my attention. I blocked that bitch. And she low key don't like it. And she did get her karma. She's getting her karma. Her dog died. She was doing work on me, and I love that dog, but her dog died due to the karma that she put on. Like she was trying to take me out with magic, doing shit. She ain't gonna admit it, but I know my mom. She a little dirty mom. She dirty. She won't tell me this, but I had to put the sword out on her, meaning like, you gonna get your karma, mom. Just hang in there. You gonna get your karma. And she's struggling. She ain't gonna admit it, but she's struggling. Extraterrestrial. I'm gonna screenshot that because I got another confirmation that motherfucker appreciate you. And I think you're an alien too. Yeah. People, moms are wicked out here. I'm not even gonna lie. Them to be the first ones to take you out. But the thing is, for ones that don't know, you gotta start tapping into that primordial energy. Like I, I can't say too much on what type of energies because I think some of that stuff is ordained for the only few that I pull in and give them these secrets. I'm not going to be I'm not going to teach the occult. I'm not no occultist to where I'm just teaching everybody the ins and outs on certain things because I do know certain things, but you do gotta tap into them primordial energies to let people know, and then it'll be around you. Then they won't be able to tamper with certain things. You know what I mean? Like, can't really say too much, but you know what I'm saying, goddess. You get me? There's some primordial energies out here that I'm rolling with right now. Like, nigga, I got some shit. I got some shit I'm riding with. The nigga behind me, like, you feel me? This motherfucker's like 20 feet long, 20 feet big, and he fucking with me. That's all I'm gonna say. Tapped into some primordial shit to where nobody can just pull up and fuck with me like that. But I appreciate you. I think you're an alien too. I'm starting to notice that. Oh God, you gotta pull up with that shit. Like I got a Bing that's 50 feet fucking with me. Confirmation with the wind picking up, but can't give him out too much because he's like, nigga, you can let him know. But don't let him know too much. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta pull up with that shit. And you have a wonderful night. And you got to. I'm probably like one person in here. Usually they be popping, but this is ordained to happen. We're supposed to be in here. Confirmation. We're supposed to be in here. Oh wow. You see, I can't really go back to that, but I could imagine she was on that shit. My mom's a weirdo. She's a witch. I'm not gonna lie, my mom she looks useful, but she got tricks up her sleeve. Just like my brother, like I'm gonna be real. I got people in my family that I'm cutthroat about. Like my brother worked with my mom, like he a little evil nigga too. And I would see him out here, he's dead to me. I ignore the nigga, and it hurts his heart. But he's a little evil dude trying to stop me as well. And I just enforce strong boundaries to where they can't just fuck with me, and they just can't pull up. And it get like that. If you got family out here trying to fuck with you, just don't give them no mind. Don't pay them no mind. They're dead to you. When they're dead to you, they get their karma. If you're still associating with these individuals, they're not going to get their karma. That's why you got to be unapologetically you. If you're not unapologetically you, you're still going to keep a connection there that they can still siphon your energy. So you got to make sure that you cut that shit off. Yeah, my people on that. I know my brother is. I don't know about my other brothers, but I could imagine they all work together. I could imagine that because I'm like the black sheep of the family. I'm not even gonna lie. Ain't nobody like me. Ain't nobody like me in my family. Nobody. To the point where they see my qualities and they be hating on it and they'll try to stop you. Before people try to get to see you, they'll try to stop you because they know the potential that you hold. So you always got to make sure. I got a twin, quote unquote a twin, and I got two little sisters. And I got a brother that's like 29, and I got a brother that's like 27. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, some of them I get along with, but they be hiding shit from me. Like, I think they took my money or something like that. They took something from me, or they've been trying to take something from me. I just feel it. They just try to keep it under the wraps. And then they work confirmation. Some of them was working with this bitch in the past that I stopped fucking with. This was like years ago, like 3-4 years ago. And the nigga, my twin went to the store that I told her the bitch is evil. He still went there. Like, bro, you an evil motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You an evil punk ass, bitch ass nigga. If you see this, you a bitch. You a bitch, nigga. And that's that cutthroat energy. Like, I'm not just finna be saying, nigga, you a bitch, but he a bitch for that. He a bitch. You don't pull up to the enemy and start parlaying with him. You a bitch for that. You know that? You a bitch, bro. You know that. And in the past, he kept trying to come to me after I told him I don't want to fuck with you. He hey, bro. I'm like, bro, that's what they do. They try to say, fuck your boundaries. They try to be like, they try to disregard you. That's why you gotta stand on business so they can get their karma because they are getting their karma. Trust me, there are people gonna get their karma, but it takes for you to keep enforcing it because you're gonna get tested. Are you gonna accept them back? Are you gonna accept them back? You gotta stay cutthroat. You gotta stay cutthroat. You gotta stay primal. You gotta tap into primal energies. You gotta have primal energies around you. I'm just being honest. Like you gotta tap into some shit. You got to out here in order for you to like not be fucked with. You gotta have some shit around you. Like back in the past, they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, we used to have shit around us because we know how negative motherfuckers can be. You gotta be tapped into some shit in the unseen realms. You know what I mean? You got to, cause it'll go a long way. Like I used to pull up with some divine female energy, like, and I noticed that helped me out. That helped me stand up for myself. Um, yeah, it helped me stand up with myself. Like she showed me that it could be one against 100. You can beat them all as long as you stay cutthroat. You can beat 100 motherfuckers as long as you stand on business and you don't show no signs of weakness because you don't have any weakness. You're using your power and your parameters and you staying true. You don't have to have a weakness when it comes to defending yourself. You know what I'm trying, but it's gonna take for you to stay primordial out here because motherfuckers gonna think you're all lovey-dovey. That's the key. They trying to send off this energy to be all love and light, but that's how they take advantage of you. 22 on the timer. They take advantage of you like that. That's why you gotta be like, wait a minute, flip the switch. Like, oh, you on that type of time? Then I'm on this type of time. They're not gonna fuck with you. They respect you and they may dislike you for it, but they're not gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Even the government, because once the government, even once the feds, that's what I mean. Once the feds tap in and try to remote view when they see what's the shit around you, they're not gonna fuck with you. Once they see you fucking with the quote unquote devil, not to say, you know, the devil, like, you know, the evil devil, but once they see, oh, this nigga, oh, he woke up, they bag off you because there's certain energies around you that don't play. But like religion, oh man, I'm gonna be honest, if you're connected to some religion, you're not gonna tap into that primordial energy like that because that goes against it. That's why it's out here. You know what I'm saying? That's why they throw religion at certain tribes, certain places, because they don't want them tapping in that primordial energy because it's already in them. Not everybody you see is a primordial being. So for the ones that are that primordial being, they do try to infiltrate the culture and throw in religion so they don't confirmation, they don't tap into that primal side. You know what I'm saying? So you do gotta unlearn some things. That's why I say, if you're in religion, this path ain't for you. Tapping into this primal stuff because it's a contradictory. It's contradicting what they tell you is evil, what they tell you is bad. You gotta like reverse that shit because this is the real shit over here. This the real shit. The religious shit is gonna restrict you and try to cap it off because it'll be certain things that'll come around you and try to open itself up, but you're just banning it. You're banishing it away as if it's evil, but it's not evil. It's not evil at all. But you gotta stand on business out here, man. You gotta stand on business. I'm not gonna lie. I used to pull up. I, I used to have my flute with me, man. That flute was my weapon. It was a war weapon. Confirmation when my spirit animal was pulling up. It used to be my weapon. They lucky I lost that bitch. I'm letting niggas know, like, hey nigga, pull up. Come pull up to me. I don't give a fuck if you got guns, all that shit. Nigga, come pull up. Because that's another thing. Confirmation. When you tap into this primordial energy and you tapped in and you enforce a strong boundaries, ain't no harm gonna be done to you, fam. They gonna throw nuclear bombs on you, ain't shit gonna happen. Like, you flip the switch, you got your primordial heart on. Therefore, you connected to that primordial side. They don't want your primordial heart popping on. They don't want that side of you popping on. That's why they throw all this restriction on you and fear so they can try to get you to eat that shit. And that ain't really the truth. You know what I'm saying? Just because they throwing shit out here doesn't mean it has to be a reality. That's why they want to, they try to brain hack us. Yep. Oh God, man, Yeah, like motherfucker threaten you. That's enough to get their ass up out of here. You can't be scared of what their karma is. I ain't gonna cap. Some of these motherfuckers gonna be losing limbs and shit, losing their mind. You can't be scared of what their karma is. You can't have no compassion for them in a way where you're trying to get back in their life. You know what I mean? You gotta just be like, all right, that's the chips. If it wasn't for them, if it wasn't them, it was gonna be you because they was trying to make it you. They was trying to get you out of here. You know what I mean? All right, gotta be unapologetic out here. Like, all right, don't be out here laughing at them and shit. And I'm working on it myself. Like when I see the enemy get karma and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be celebrating it. You know what I mean? Because I'm that type of nigga to celebrate. I'm that type of nigga to celebrate on some shit like that. So, I'm learning how to just be like, oh, that's their karma. Move on with my life. But they getting their karma. They're going to get their comeuppance. You know what I'm saying? My mom dog died out of the blue. That's how I know your karma coming, mom. Yeah, I love that dog. That was one of my favorite dogs. Like, he loved me to death. He probably the only motherfucker, like, when I pull up, he loved me. Yeah, you gotta be like that. You gotta be like that. Show they ass that side of you. And then they wish that ain't fuck with you. Sometimes you gotta pull out your sword and just show them you ain't the one to be fuck with. But it usually be too late. Usually be too late by that time. Once they find out, like, oh shit. Oh shit. Once they find that shit out, it's over with. But it gotta be like that. It gotta be like this. It gotta be like this. You know what I'm saying? Because they do want us to be all love and light, but we do have warriors out here to enforce certain things because we are walking karma. I don't give a fuck who they is sending you attacks. If motherfuckers infringing on you without you doing nothing, that's your chance to enforce things. Because I tried to be that dude that was like, oh, let karma get him, but I got the spirit telling me, hey, you got to go do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna help you, but you gotta enforce your authority. You just can't be out here taking blows. Just like in a boxing fight, you can't be out here taking blows and not defending yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's how they look at it, because certain individuals got way more authority than that. And they like, hey, buddy, you gotta test your authority. You gotta exercise it. You know what I mean? You just can't be out here taking punches to the face without doing nothing. And I used to be that dude that used to sit down, but they like, it ain't really reacting. It's just enforcing your authority. Sometimes you got to. You know what I'm saying? You know, they ain't just finna let the president get shot up. I'm not, this ain't nothing to do with, this anything. I'm just saying, they're not finna let no important nigga just get eat up like that. They gonna have motherfuckers around them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just gonna be able to get shot up like that. That's why you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Just let nobody do that shit to you. You gotta, enforce strong boundaries and shit. You know what I mean? Because people will try to take advantage of you. People will try to take advantage of you. And once you show them that you cutthroat, they back off. Like back in the day, it used to be armies. They don't talk about this though. It used to be armies of like 60 niggas, cutthroat, taking out thousands and thousands of people. Back in the day, because we did have imposters that used to try to rule this shit. But if they didn't turn on that cutthroat switch, they would get infiltrated. They would get taken over. But there would be certain people that would come around and be like, nah, we ain't fucking with this. They used to take out the whole army. But they try to erase our history, but we got many instances where we will all gang up together and enforce our authority on certain individuals because they would cause imbalances to cultures. They would cause imbalances to tribes and shit. But there's not a lot of people made like that. That's why it wouldn't happen like that. It's happening right now because due to, like, if you notice, a lot of shit's happening to the system because they're getting a karma. People are enforcing their authority. They're not just taking their shit. You know what I'm saying? More people need to be like that. And then you're going to notice that, this world has shifted to a more balanced way because we are in a divine matriarchal system where impurities are being wiped out, and we are part of that shift of things being wiped out. We are a part of that by enforcing our authority and staying upright. We're not just using our power to just fuck with somebody because they cut us in traffic or, they cut us in line. Not like that, but when a motherfucker infringe on the innocent and try to infringe upon you, that's when you exercise your authority. You don't just go out here and abusing your power because you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose it. Like using your power to attract the motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I caught myself doing some dumb shit with my power. I'm glad I got slapped in the wrist because I'm like, I don't like using my power like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, you're not using it in the right way. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like doing certain work for people because I'm like, I don't want your karma. Like, I know some people that do hexes for people for money. Like, motherfuckers like that are going to get swept under the rug. They're not going to tell you this, but you don't do spells and shit for people. That is imbalanced because you're doing it for a materialistic thing. You're going to get wiped out doing weird shit like that. Like, damn near almost every black magic practitioner that does shit for money. She said, same. I'll talk about it as well. Why I got stuck in a loop before. Can you explain on that a little bit? Can you explain on that? Oh, you talking about probably doing magic on people and shit. That's probably what you're talking about. Yeah. But like these practitioners, they don't even know they're a part of the impurity. You don't do work for people like that. Because they could lie to you and say somebody did me wrong and you hex some motherfucker. And you ain't had no business doing it. You don't just do things for money. Like, people are going to learn the lesson that you don't just do magic for people. Because you don't know the karma. You're getting in the way, you know what I'm saying, of certain things. And that's like an imbalance. Yeah. You don't do that for nobody. Confirmation with the purge going crazy. Like, I know certain people that would do hexes and do money magic for people. Like, what if they're going through money bust because they put themselves there? You don't do that shit for nobody. That is, you're doing it out of imbalance because you're looking for something. Therefore, you're one of the impurities that needs to get wiped out, whether that's you losing your power or etc. You don't just do magic for people. That's why I changed my site up and shit. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be like cleaning people's chakras out and shit. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I did it out of the heart, but I don't know if you know what I'm saying. I want to do that shit. So that's I think I'm gonna just do like arts and crafts, make herbs for people, and like do services where I'm talking with people. I don't believe I'm doing work for people now. I do it out of the love of my heart. You know what I'm saying? If somebody really needs it, I know the great mother blessed me. I just don't like doing shit for money. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like, don't get me wrong, I gotta pay my bills, but shit like that, I'm not gonna do magical work for you. I don't know. That's, you know what I'm saying? Tap into your own goddamn magic. And people want me to, trust me, shit. Cause like, believe it or not, when you're around, like jobs and shit, certain primordial beings bring in money. Certain primordial beings bring in customers and shit. Hey, that's what's up. Yeah, the shadow work comes a long way. Even though I be sad as hell some days, gotta do that shadow work. I ain't gonna lie, I cry my ass off sometimes. That's why I know I did the shadow work right. I just start crying and shit. That's how you know you did it right. Certain things you just gotta cry out. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's up. Yeah, that's good. You getting that shit cleared out though, because nothing gonna come in if you ain't get it cleared out. But yeah, I just want to make sure that you stay in cutthroat. Stay cutthroat out here. It's a little fucked up world out here. People will try to take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? But we are Judgment Day, believe it or not. Yeah, you already know. That's why I don't use you already know. You already know. But that's why I don't use my shit like that. I would never, like, I don't know if that person did that shit to you. I don't really know for sure. And mark my words. But these black magic practitioners, and there ain't nothing wrong with black magic because that's just nigga magic. But people go to the extremes of attacking people getting paid, putting hexes on people getting paid, doing work for people to get paid. That is not good. That is doing things out of imbalance. They're not going to tell you this because who's more up? Like, people want money. They ain't going to tell you that. I don't even think they know fully, but you should know. Because if I know, motherfucker, you should know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Them people be crooks. If you can sell out for some money, you a crook. Because you really can't trust people like that. I ain't even gonna care, but if I know I can pay you to do something to a nigga, that's not somebody you want around, because behind closed doors, they'll probably do something to you. We get paid less for what we attract. Can you expound on that a little bit? I'm trying to get what you mean by that. But you don't do no work for nobody, yo. If you a black magic practitioner, it's fine. You don't do no work for nobody. If you want to keep your mind and shit, because that is some the great mother speaking to me. She's like, nah, we don't do that. We don't do that on a spiritual tip. We don't do work for people. They they'll try to clean up their energy so that shit don't come at them, but that shit ain't gonna work. We got some solar flares coming in that's gonna clean a lot of shit out. They think they good, but trust me, you're not good, bro. You can't be doing that to people. You can't do that to nobody. Confirmation with the goddamn motherfucking plane right there and shit. Can barely fucking hear it. But yeah, you just don't want to do no work for nobody, fam. You don't want to do no work for nobody. That's why I had to change my website and shit, because I'm like, I gotta enforce strong boundaries because I don't want certain things coming at me because I'm doing work for people. You know what I mean? But yo, definitely gotta tap into that side of you that, you know what I'm saying, you try to keep away, like that side with the rage, that side that kind of get cut up, that don't take nobody's shit. That's the side you need because it does protect your inner child. You just don't go out here and be bitter. It's a certain type of energy and a certain way you carry yourself, certain type of way you walk, certain type of way you pose. Motherfuckers ain't gonna fuck with you. Once they know you tapped into that primordial shit, they're gonna have to tiptoe around you because you got your primordial heart on. That's connected to the black dot. That black dot is very explosive and radioactive. It's 100 times bigger than a confirmation. It's 100 times bigger than a motherfucking atomic bomb. That's why, like, if you ever see this world blow up out of the blue, that's because they try to kill a primordial being. Motherfuckers, that a real primordial being got their kundalini intact to where they're explosive individual if they ever get in harm's way, like legit, like if a motherfucker just put a gun to your head and cocking it back. I'm just letting you know, this, I don't know if the whole world, but they're going to fuck some shit up on the galactic level to where, you know, certain things in the body is going to go off to where you ain't got nothing to worry about, but you might fuck up 50% of the world, if you know what I mean. That's why they tiptoe around motherfuckers and they try to get you on a low vibration so you don't tap into certain energies, you know what I'm saying? But that's why you got to enforce it. Because they know this shit. They know this shit. That's why they try to throw religion at us. Confirmation with that horn in the back. They try to throw religion at us so you don't tap into that primordial side. You know what I mean? Because when it's your primordial heart on, you're indestructible. You nobody can fuck with you. But on the spiritual realm, you know, I'm not gonna lie, the attacks do come, but that's when you enforce strong boundaries. But this physical shit, they ain't gonna tap in. I don't give a fuck what's around you, bro. That's a different realm than where you in. You in a different vibration, so therefore your vibration ain't gonna be in harm's way. Now, if you get drunk and shit, you might break your fucking leg because you was in a low vibrational state and you got caught up doing some fuck shit. But other than that, you gonna be good. That's from my experience. Like I've always kept myself in a high vibration and I've never been in harm's way. You know what I mean? And I was in California in the hood, you know what I'm saying? I'm walking at night in the hood, like, that shit don't faze me because I know what type of realm and I know what's around me. The shit that I'm fucking with, you gonna start a fucking World War IX in this bitch. We skipping 6 wars. We skipping 7 wars fucking with me. We're going to World War IX, nigga, and I mean that. They know this, though. They know this. You said, I can see your aura. You use a lot of your third eye and crown and heart chakra. I know drunk magic as well, where it all started. I feel that. And I appreciate you tapping into my aura. Because that's in divine chakras. You know I got to use them. That's probably why I be getting downloads and shit, because my crown be on point. But what you mean by where it all started? What you mean by that? But yeah, that's why I'm not going to lie. I do love some Caribbean rum with some weed. But that's just me tapping into the Bacchanalian realm, not forgetting that, you know, primordial beings do got to have pleasure. Don't run away from pleasure if you're primordial being, because that's kind of like closing off a primordial side of you. That's why I'm learning how to have my cake and eat it. Because, like, primordial beings made drugs. We were the ones that brought drugs because we knew it transformed us and kind of put us in an ecstasy realm. Don't think that these niggas made drugs. No, we made drugs because we knew what it did. I'm not trying to be a drug addict, but I'm just saying there is power going in ecstasy. Don't just think that you got to be a square out here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't bad to drink a little bit, but you don't lose yourself in the drink. If you got an issue with it, throw it away. Nip it in the bud. Just throw that shit in garbage. You don't want to be, but you do gotta have some type of ecstasy. Not no MDMA, but ecstasy in your body. You gotta be in that type of realm because it does heal your heart. That's why they try to get rid of certain clubs because when the niggas turn up, we change the world. That's why, having a little fun actually does you a long way because we are part of the cosmos and we can actually shift things around when we have a little bit of fun. Oh my God. She said, being alone in the dark, my ancestors would teach me about some shit. When my family puts me under a lot of emotions, it triggers my magic. Also, my near-death experience opened it up more. Oh, God damn. You had an OD? God damn. I'm glad you here. Shit. I ain't gonna ask what you was on, but jeez, that's usually what happens though. Like when you have a near-death experience, you usually leave this bitch. Cause I know I had one. But no, I feel you. When people do put you in a lot of emotions, it do make you go to a deep place. Depending on where you come out from that deep place, you can either evolve or, you can end up getting lowered and shit. So that's good that you made it out. But yeah, people are fucked up. Like, you can tell what family do. Family ain't shit. Let's keep it a set. As y'all can see, family ain't shit out here sometimes, especially when a black sheep. That's why you gotta enforce strong boundaries. Yeah, Earth is ghetto. I low key, like, I'm glad I got a different planet. I'm glad this ain't my planet. Like, I'm here to teach and learn and etc. But just know when I'm done, I'm done. I'm taking my body with me to another dimension. Like, mark my words. I'm not gonna be here for long. I mean, I'm gonna do my job, but I work for the Great Mother. When she tell me to go, when my people come, when I get my spaceship, y'all gonna be like, where that nigga go? That nigga gone. I might see some of y'all with me shit. Real nigga shit. Confirmation with my book bag just falling out of the blue. Confirmation. Confirmation with my book bag just falling over. That bitch just fell over for no reason. That's just confirmation. When I'm done with this shit, I'm out this bitch. Just know that. Cause I am here to create. You need to take me with you. As long as you keep us saying and we keep thinking outside the box. Yo, go like, I can't speak on that. Your family gonna come. Believe it or not, if you don't feel like you belong and what's the word? You be seeing a lot of weird shit. Your family gonna come, but you gotta start building up your energy so they can keep picking you up. Because it's like a radio signal. Once they know you're in a certain type of frequency, trust me, they're gonna come in your life. They're gonna come in your life. Like, you got extraterrestrial beings that be around you waiting for you to get on a certain type of vibration so they can take you with them. It was like a book I read called Lost or something back in the day. It was these people that got on a flight and they went to a different reality. And that reality they was in was like different. But when they came back, it was like as if nothing happened, as if time was super slow, as if it stood still. Like, it was like 20 minutes passed, but where they was at, they was there for like a whole 2 years. So that's what the energy I'm picking up. Certain individuals are going to go through a portal, but you got to remain in the high vibration and keep thinking outside the box. And then your family gonna come around, your extraterrestrial family, because believe it or not, some of us are aliens and shit. Some of us are just so weird. We're weirdos. Like, aliens are fucking weird. Like, come on now. We're foreign to this realm. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, oh yeah, you already know. So you ain't from this bitch. So therefore, you just gotta keep putting yourself in a high vibration, and then they're gonna pick up you as well. They're gonna pick you up, and then they're gonna get you the fuck up out of here. That's why you really can't be afraid to travel. You can't be afraid to travel because there's certain portals. There's certain gateways in different cities and countries that you can't be afraid of. Get your passport, Aphrodite. Yeah, that is true. You do look like a young motherfucker. You got years on me. You like 28, 29. You look like you're 15. You look like you about 15, 14 in this motherfucker. Confirmation. You look like you like 15 and a half and shit. That's a good thing though. As long as you keep tapping into your usefulness and keep creating, you can maintain your look because we're not from this realm, so we go off different principles. They're not gonna tell us that, but who wants to be here for 500 years? Like, not me. I want to go back home. You know what I'm saying? I want to go back home. Like, who wants to be here that long? There's been many accounts, but they try to get rid of our history, but motherfuckers be living 400, 500 years. She said, that's when I left this planet. What you mean? You left here before? Hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even like talking like that. I don't even talk about that experience. But this is some alien talks. We on alien talks right now, y'all. So y'all like, what is he talking about? We on alien talks. As long as you stay true to yourself, unapologetic, part of your protection does come from the aliens that you don't see, because some of us, it is connected to the Anunnaki, but the Anunnaki is, see, we was everywhere, bruh. We're on different star systems, different planets and shit, so we got different sectors. It's like what I like to call it. As long as you stay true to yourself and be a little cutthroat, they'll come in this bitch. For example, you know that shit happened in Hawaii? That happened because of some infringements. That was some aliens coming in that bitch. All that fire and shit, that's what happens to you if a motherfucker fuck with you. Your family don't play about you. Like, if you ever see spaceships in the sky, 8 times out of 10, that could be your family up there just making sure you good. Ain't no coincidence that every time you look up, you always see a fucking UFO. You a part, that's your galactic family just checking you out. You know what I'm saying? Because we do have to go on specific boats when the reset happened. If we choose to leave that way, we do got to go on our specific spaceship so we can go back home. I know that sounds a little crazy, but it's the truth. We do, like, because we are going through, like, pole shift and weird shit like that, a lot of spiritual shit. We're going to be able to go back home, if that makes sense. So, like, some of us is around the orbiting planets because we make bases, but some of us is far, far away. Like, from the Sirius B and all that shit, we be on moons and shit. Like, bro, we everywhere, bro. It's going to kind of scare you when you do get there, because you're like, what the fuck? Why was, you know what I'm saying? Because you think I'm playing, but I'm for real, though. I'm not. You don't see me joking. Like, this shit is legit. This shit legit when you get on some type of vibration. They gonna come for you. Not in a bad way, like, they gonna visit your ass, but they can't stop you, because if they try to stop you, they're going to try to stop your family. Your family don't play. Your galactic family don't play. They don't play. They got advanced technology that nobody knows about. You talk about, man, there's so much shit I can speak on. Shit. Because I be getting downloads. I'm like, all right. I be sitting down being quiet because you never know what the enemy trying to plan, you know what I'm saying? But we do got a lot of power in us. Don't just think we just out here in these human suits. No. This is a portal. And we can alchemize this body. Just think that we have a mutant DNA. We have alien DNA to where we can transform to different phases and different things. But as long as you keep yourself in a high vibration, you know what I'm saying, and do the necessary shifts that, you know what I'm saying, do the proper changes with these shifts, you're going to be able to alchemize certain things. You know what I'm saying? Can I give an example? Kind of like Frieza. Frieza had many forms. Kind of like Frieza. The evil guy, like Goku, shit like that. We got different forms and shit. So we can be optimal on those type of planets. We can shapeshift a different type of... You know what I'm trying to say. It's like that. That's why we got that junk DNA and shit. Why is that there? Why do they study our DNA if you go to the hospital and try to get us sick? Because they already know if that shit get activated, we are the ticket out of it. If they got rid of all the primordial beings on this realm would go to shit. Because confirmation, we run this world. Believe it or not, we run this world. They don't want to admit it, but we run this world. That's why they try to pimp our energy, and they do a lot of grimy shit to the ones that are innocent, that ain't got their primordial energy tapped on, but they got the genes in them. They kind of do those individuals bogus. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a comedian. I gotta say that because when I give up a lot of secrets and a lot of shit that's like different, you two try to take me down. So I gotta throw that in there. I'm a comedian. I don't know what I'm talking about. Really? Oh, you freaking me out, girl. Hey, don't freak me out, Shotty. What you mean? No, explain what you mean. Get it, look, I'm looking back and shit. Looking both ways like I'm crossing the street. You gotta expound to me what you mean. She said a spirit said, hey, I'm trying to think like, hey, you should text me because I got a new number. I'm gonna email you my number. We could talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to email you my number. You can call me or whatever. I know you on your own time because I remember I had your number, but no, nobody was talking to me. That's kind of creepy. I gotta listen to what you're talking about. So I kind of want you to expound on that when we get off here, because that's interesting. But yeah, oh yeah, I was talking about we can like change our bodies and shit. But that's why you gotta stay true to yourself and be unapologetic. Stay true to yourself and be unapologetic. She said, okay, I've been waiting for you to sound creepy. I feel you on that. I just gotta bring up that shit that nobody want to talk about. I know this video's all over the place, y'all, but I'm just being true to the calling and shit. I'm just being true to the calling. The great mother got me out here doing this shit. If it was up to me, trust me, I'll be under a rock trying to like make music and shit. Like, but I do know like I can't put the phone down when I'm on the call. You know what I'm saying? I got no choice because the great mother will make it hard for me. I don't like when shit I don't like when shit's hard and it can be easy. You know, some of us got no choice but to be on this calling because our contracts say it. Trust me, you don't want to go against your calling because your life is going to go to shit. So some of us have no choice because it's prophecy. We're a part of the prophecy that has to be fulfilled. I got confirmation on this when somebody told me this, but some of us, we are written in the stars to do certain things. And if we didn't do it, it wouldn't get done. Just being honest. So, yeah, I kind of have to speak on this type of shit, even though if they don't want to, you know what I'm saying? She said she heard a spirit say yes. But it's the truth, though. I know, you know what I'm saying? Everything I'm speaking is the truth, because, bro, I don't be over here just trying to sound cool. That ain't me, fam. Confirmation with the wind is picking up. Hold up. Yeah, confirmation with the wind picking up. My bag got a little wet. I got this fucking water in there. I'm just making sure my motherfucking shit don't get wet in there. I lose my mind if my bag get wet. Oh, we good. But yeah, though, man, I'm just letting y'all know, man, stay cutthroat. You know, stay primal out here, fam. That's why I always do this. Niggas like, oh, you the devil. Bro, the industry took our shit. This is the primal sign, fam. This is the primal shit. This is primordial shit. Don't ever be afraid throwing up them horns, nigga. Because some of us do got horns. Just keeping it a snack. Like Frieza, fam. That's just the primordial side of you, like, it ain't like you a devil. It is the signs of like your primordial self that's unapologetic that you really can't deny. That's what that represents. Because some of us are monsters. Some of us could be earth angels to some. But when you take all this down, we're 50-foot monsters. You know what I'm saying? It's just because our energy is so vast, and that's just a representation of what we embody. So you really can't be afraid of your true divine primal self. Because trust me, we got a little side to us. You know what I'm saying? But that's your protection. All you really need is your true divine primal self. You don't really need that note, but it's always good to have alliances and protection around you. But that motherfucker is just as fierce that can take a whole army out. Trust me. Trust me when I say that. You can take a whole army out with just your primordial self. Confirmation with that horn over there. You heard that horn. You can take whole armies out being your true divine primal self. That's why they be tiptoeing. They don't want certain niggas to be on wartime. That's why they'll put in certain people to lead cultures to be peaceful so they don't turn on that war energy. They don't want you to have that war energy because they know they can get wiped out. The imposter spirits and the archons can get wiped out when you have that war energy because you're going to call in. Usually your family come in after you turn on that energy. Your family come in when you turn on that energy. And then they clean shit up. It's like the four horsemen. You know what I'm saying? That four horsemen shit is real, but it's not going to be biblical. They got that shit because it is going to be a certain type of time when motherfuckers going to come in this bitch and start sweeping up the evil motherfuckers. Confirmation on my hands son, it's because we do got some evil shit. That's why you got to stay true to yourself and be cutthroat, because you could be a part of the warriors that's supposed to clean this realm out. Motherfuckers think they're going to get away, but nah. It's our job for these motherfuckers not to get away. These motherfuckers that be fucking with the kids, these motherfuckers that be fucking with the women, these motherfuckers that be fucking with the innocent senior citizens, we gotta be that person to clean that shit up so that shit, you know what I'm saying, that won't happen again. Because believe it or not, you just don't pull up and just do certain things to people. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't take advantage of little kids and shit. Like, that's something I don't play. I don't play with people fucking with children. That's something I'm very serious about. So therefore, I kind of have to be this way. I kind of do have to pull out my sword on certain individuals because y'all a little disrespectful. You know, with these children and shit. Like, I'm all about protecting the women and children. I'm all about protecting the women and children. I ain't even got no kids, but I just love kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? They keep me alive, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I love those little kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean when I say love, because it's like, come on now, they keep our lives youthful. You know what I mean? You gotta be there for the children and for the women, because the women got they got dimensions in them. They got portals and shit. So like, you gotta protect them. Gotta protect the women. But yeah, yo, you gotta stay cutthroat because people actually need you to be cutthroat because you're protecting the innocent when you're like that, unapologetically true. Now, I don't have kids, and don't get me wrong, I don't know if I want them. Like I said, if I had a woman that had kids, I'll take care of her, but me having kids, that's a responsibility that's like big for me because I like being free. I love this freedom I got. If I had a kid, I gotta, for like 20 years, look, take care of that nigga for like 20 years, and I know my calling tells me to be light on my feet because I'm gonna have to be boots on the ground unless I have a woman, you know, my future wife or whatever to take care of that child when I do my calling, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? My calling tells me to be light on my feet. And kids, I don't want to say kids hold you down, but it's a big responsibility that can hold you down. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you have kids in a family, sometimes it can halt your dreams, if you know what I mean. I love kids, but it's just the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I might adopt a child. That's what I want to do. I always want to adopt an Asian child. I don't know why. That was like, ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to adopt an Asian child. Oh, God. I'm waiting, though. You got to be patient for your divine counterpart. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe. I don't believe like I'm just out here on the streets for motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just too divine, too loyal to be like out here giving my sexual energy. I'm too, motherfuckers will go crazy. Like, if you just start giving your shit out here, motherfuckers are going to start going crazy because your shit heal a motherfucker. It'll give a motherfucker money. You fucking a motherfucker. Like, gotta be careful giving that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I know my shit I had you fiending for that shit. Look, that bitch outside looking at my window and shit. Real nigga shit. That nigga a healer. You feel me? But you ain't lying. I just see the divine individual. I don't know if I want kids though, because that's a tough responsibility. But I do want to adopt and bring those kids in. I do want to adopt because I just love children. I want to be like, bro, I don't care if your mom not in your life or your dad, bro. I can be that individual that you never had. and take them into my soul tribe and then build them up. And that, alchemize their energy to match mine, and they're gonna be a part of my ancestry as long as they're ordained to be with me and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that without my wife or whatever. Like I've always wanted to adopt. Get them like around 13, so I got like 7 years in their life to make sure they on point. And then after that, they're gonna be a part of me forever. Because it ain't like I'm gonna just leave my kids alone. They'll be like some of my best friends and shit. But I do want to adopt. That's always what I wanted to do, like just adopt. Just because like some of them individuals need a loving individual like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to come in their life, even though they wasn't expecting it. And you know what I'm saying? It's just a part of one of my callings to do. Adopt. I can have kids and shit, but I don't know if I want them that young and shit. That's a young, like infant. Nigga, I gotta take care of that baby for 20 years. That's a long time to take care of somebody. Without me, like, being light on my feet, because I do believe I gotta travel to do this shit. I believe that my calling is, like, big to where I gotta do certain things that I don't know if that baby gonna hold me down and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But the great mother, she's my planner. I know my true divine self is, but I got help with my calling. It ain't just my higher self telling me to do this. So, the great mother out here. And then she put a baby in my hands to me, doing the business. I'm like, fuck, that's the great mother, bro. She wanted me to have this baby. That primordial mother is real. Don't let nobody bullshit and tell you it's fake. That's why they try to get rid of that. They try to get rid of the matriarchal system, because that is connected to the great mother. Trust me, that bitch is real. And bitch is a divine motherfucker. That's how they try to degrade that word bitch and nigga. Those are divine words. Divine woman from the dog star. That's what bitch mean. The great mother. The great mother brought these, that's a great mother. That's all I gotta say. Like, divine bitch. Like, that shit's from the matriarchal system, but they try to downgrade the word like cunt. That cunt word is a divine word, but they tried to degrade it. That's how you know this was a matriarchal system. This was all matriarchy back in the day. But they tried to degrade women and shit. I don't play around with that. I don't know why they be doing that shit. Like, they degrade women like a motherfucker around here. I'm like, that's why I always big up the women. The upright women, I'm gonna say I love all the women, but I love the divine upright woman. You gotta be real. Like, if it wasn't for the woman, I wouldn't be here. And women are the exact source of they're the straight reflection of spirituality. Y'all got a womb in y'all. So you gotta respect the women out here, Some people don't do that though. They be blacking themselves. I made a video about that. You don't hate on divine upright women. Confirmation with that horn over there. Literally got that download. I dropped that video. If y'all ain't check it out. Check it out. I don't play around with the divine women. That's just how, I think it's a part of the calling though. I don't know. Crazy too. But yeah, yo. Just stay cutthroat. Stay cutthroat out here, man. Motherfuckers can't fuck with you. Keep your head covered. Make sure you're not the one to be fucked with. Make sure you're not the one to be fucked with. You know what I'm saying? Stand on business out here, man. Stand on business. Because they're going to want you to put your guard down. Trust me. If you're a divine primordial being, bro, they're going to try to infiltrate you with a helping hand, a love offer, a job. Hey, I appreciate that, Aphrodite. I'm going to email you and send you my message. I'm going to text you with your phone number or your shit. I'm going to text you. But much love, goddess. I send you peace and blessings. I've been holding for an hour, yo. I think that's a wrap, nigga. I don't want these to be too long as shit. But I appreciate you, goddess. Much love and safe travel to wherever you go. Interdimensional, safe travels. You know what I'm saying? Because we be moving around, nigga. Believe it or not. We be moving around in this bitch. I know I do. Well, yeah, y'all gotta Much love to you, guys. Appreciate that too. I gotta say cutthroat. Enforce strong boundaries because people are gonna try to come in your life to throw your guard down and throw your protection out because they're gonna try to offer you something, but it's a wicked offer. And usually, if you tap into some wicked shit, it lowers your vibration and cuts off your connection. That's why you gotta stand on business out here, yo. Don't let that shit like use your discernment when offers come to you, when people come into your life because they could be in there to fuck up your connection with the divine. So that's why you kind of have to be cutthroat and staying true to yourself unapologetically, staying true to the code, and to not let you know people lower your guard. You know what I'm saying? Stand on business out here, fam. But I've been on here for hours. My bad for like going all over the place because I just go off the energy. Yeah, this is gonna be good for somebody, yo. But yo, I'm out. Much love. Peace. Hold up, hold up. Like I always gotta do my boxing. I love boxing. Crawford know I'm coming for him. Terrence Crawford, no, he know. He know.